Broadcast is live.
What's up, everybody?
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hey, there we are. Hello, everyone.
Hey, what's going on?
Here.
How has this week been for you guys?
Oh, it's been
Interesting.
up and down. Interesting. Yeah.
Well, I just have to say that this is my first time hosting, so it's going to be interesting. There's going to be mistakes. There's going to be buttons that I hit that'll probably not be right. So if I show anything that's not supposed to be shown, either we get kicked off of YouTube because we're showing inappropriate stuff. No, that's not going to happen. I promise that's not going to happen. But some mistakes will be made.
Hasn't happened to me yet.
Yeah, so those of you that are watching, it might be a mistake. So there you go. And plus, I know that this is broadcasting on my channel, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're gonna get a lot of chats.
Well, I'm posting a thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
so.
I'm going to share it now.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Yeah, because while I'm in the stream, I don't know if I can post. But on today's episode, and we can wait for a little while until we get people inside the chat.
No, let's go. Just go with it.
So, 3 things that I wanted to talk about, right? I think that we all have a lot of projects going on. We all have a lot of stuff that's going on, with our collecting, with, doing projects for our collecting. Like, I know I'm doing a diorama right now, but I'm also doing something for my house in a display type of thing. So we'll talk about that, but really wanted to know what you guys are doing this week, project-wise, for your collecting, or even new stuff that you just got that you kind of want to talk about.
There is a project going on, but I can't really talk about it.
Oh no, we're not going to get the scoop.
No,
How about a hint? How about a hint?
Well, it's to do with the job.
Okay.
I went for a meeting yesterday to try and get, shall we say, a little room somewhere to do this job. It's all going to be commission based, so it's obviously with the auctions.
I mean, suspense. I like suspense, so
it's a step in the right direction.
No, we'll look forward to that news. So that's a hint. That is a hint.
Yeah, step in the right direction.
Is it Pad O1 or Pad A1? Pad A1, right? It's all A's, right?
Yeah, Pad A1, PADAWAN. And sometimes I get a little bit Yodified. Sometimes I'll call myself the Collector Padawan. Sometimes I'll call myself the Padawan Collector. I've said it about 50 different ways, and I do it on every stream, or I do it on every conversation. I'll say, "Hi, I'm the Collector Padawan," and that's wrong because I'm the Padawan Collector. So I think I have a Yoda dyslexic brain going on.
Yeah,
so it's perfectly fine.
The other thing, and this is a game that everybody who is on the stream right now, Michael, what's up? This is a game for everybody to play. So I'm gonna test. I don't want to say what the site is, but I want to test what we all think certain items just sold at on auction. So we're gonna have.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Let's do that.
Yeah, and a lot of the prices that I saw, I can't play the game because I know the price is ready. But a lot of the things that I saw were kind of weird, and I wouldn't expect those things to sell based on the pictures that I'm going to show you guys that they were sold for. So I think it's going to be an interesting.
Oh my gosh!
Game. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting because
if it's eBay, then it could be anything.
It can be anything. So
eBay is not the real world. Hey, Dave.
How you doing?
What's up, Dave?
Andrew.
What is up, Andrew? So the thing is, and for those of you who are joining us right now, we're going to play some games. One is we're all going to say what projects that we have going on. Second one is we're going to play a really good game. It's not really a game. It's just a test and see what's in the market out there, because there's a lot of different prices. Like, I'm trying to find a blue snaggletooth right now, and the prices are everywhere. Even for the ones that are low grade, everything is just everywhere. Prices that are high grade, whatever. But there's a lot of stuff out there. What's up, Abyss?
How you doing, Abyss?
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be a fun little game.
My reputation could be at stake here.
Hey, you know what?
That job I've nearly got, I might not get it now.
The prices are all over the place. So, you know, and some of the things that I'm going to show you only had a couple pictures for the buyers to go on. Like I'm showing you what the buyers had to go off of.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
Some of them only had like 2 pictures to go
Oh
off
my
of.
gosh. Wow.
Yeah. So if I was the buyer in that case, I would say, hey, can you send me more pictures?
Yeah, like why not use 12? You get 12 for free.
I mean, God, it's like he could have sold or she could have sold that thing maybe for a higher price if there were more pictures. Who knows? But if I was buying that, $500, that's a claim.
We haven't even,
Andrew, you got it. Claim.
We haven't even said what it is, and he's guessing already.
Andrew's guesses are going to be 500 across the board.
Can you get LeftCoast on? He should be down there.
Is he down there?
Oh,
should be down there.
Is. Yeah.
He is.
Oh,
Yay! What's up, buddy?
All right.
Hey, easy, yellow.
What is up? So yesterday I shot another
Thanks
video.
for having me.
And so yesterday I shot another video that's going to be posted in about a week. And LeftCoast, I was repping your gear. So
sweet.
The gear was in full effect.
That's cool.
That's what we need, man.
Shameless plug, but hey, man, it's a cool shirt, so I dig it.
Everyone needs at least one funny Star Wars shirt,
right? Yeah.
Of course they do.
Salacious Rum.
Uh-oh. I think he's right there.
Yeah.
He's right here. He's hiding in my Java set.
Salacious is omnipresent. Salacious is omnipresent. So if you think you're going to say something bad about him, just remember he's
always watching.
And he's always watching.
Yes, and so are Vectis. So are Vectis out the Salacious.
Yeah. It's like before I go to bed, I say my prayers and I also say good night, Salacious, because he's hearing.
He is always there.
He's always watching.
He's always lurking.
Yeah. So again, for those of you who just joined, we're going to go over some projects that we're all doing because I know we all got projects going on right now. So it's either a project or something that you just picked up that is like the mail haul of all mail hauls. And we were talking about this right now. The second thing we're going to talk about is the prices on auction. I'm not going to say the sites, but the prices at auction that are going off right now. Some of them that I'm going to show you, because here's a game. I'm going to show you 3 pictures, at least 3 pictures of what an auctioneer put on their site and what the final price was. You're going to be surprised. So you want to stick around for that. The third thing that we're going to do, and it's kind of a question I have because I'm looking for conventions to go to this year. I've only picked one. I bought my tickets and I picked one, but I want to know what your guys' top 3 toy conventions are that you're either going to or you want to go to. So everybody, like in the chat, give me your recommendations too. Salacious he's behind us again, and this Salacious is happy.
Be good.
Salacious is happy.
Good.
So yeah, I mean let's kick this off. And we will go with the guest in the room with Rick, LeftCoast Graphics. I know you got a ton of projects going on, so drop them right here. Give us the scoop. Give the Pegwarmers the scoop.
You want projects or like an upcoming convention or something I want to go to?
I mean, we're going to go with either projects or did you get something in the mail that you're just like super proud of and you want to like flex your muscles and show it off?
Yoda.
Checks are always good, man.
Got a check from Diamond Select Panel Giant Toys.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
So I was commissioned to design a couple of things for them. So we'll see what those are.
Can you
3 to 9 months?
You can't share anything, right?
No, I probably can't even tell you what I just told you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
hey, man, that is
I can keep a secret.
That's a big deal, Rick. So that is congratulations, man. That's a good honor for you, man. That's cool.
It's something to put on the resume, right? I've done work with them before. 2018, I designed some enamel pins for them, and they made them. They made some for San Diego Comic-Con and other conventions that year. The little cantina set, and they made some larger ones that were intended to go to mass retail in a blind box, and that was under their new Gentle Giant Toys brand. So they were going to have little lunch boxes and little keychains and little like PVC figurines, just a little bunch of toy things that were going to be in the stores, kind of like we see the blind mini Funko Pops and all those. There's a whole section in stores now just for,
that's
blind
huge.
box
That's huge.
things. So,
Michael Reed says, "Well done, LeftCoast."
It didn't follow through.
It's not your fault.
Was purchased by Diamond. Diamond did not want to kind of do the enamel pin thing as Gentle Giant had started to do. So that deal kind of ended, and I'm kind of my own. But I can say what I've designed for them now is not enamel pins.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's more fun than that.
I mean, it's not a spoiler, but it's something that we can all look forward to seeing from you. So that's cool. I think that's cool.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it too, because now it's in their hands, and somebody's got to sculpt it from my 2D drawing. That was just like a concept, but from that, someone has to really 3D design it, and then I guess. I don't know how the procedures work, but maybe we see, 3D printed, hand painted prototype come out when they announce pre-sales, like those companies usually do, right?
No,
I'm hoping it's out before May, when it's celebration, so I can brag, to my friends and fans and whatnot about it. Because the last celebration, which was my first one ever, was one of the more fun experiences I've ever had as a fan and as a collector, because it was just Star Wars. Everything Star Wars, toys, autographs, the people, the costumes, everything was just Star Wars. You couldn't add G.I. Joe figure if you had to. So it was a pretty neat experience to go to something that was so specific to a brand or a story that we all grew up with, right? So I'm in my 40s. Half the people there are in their 40s. The other half are in their 20s or younger. So it's not just us, right? There's other people that grew up in the 90s. Oh my God, this is Star Wars, my favorite thing. So it's a real neat experience to see the fandom at such a big level. And, it's been a 2-year delay on doing it again. And I just hope nothing happens to cancel the next one.
Yeah.
Because I do look forward to it again.
That's a good point, because a lot of my viewers, it's not just one specific age group. There's a lot of young collectors who are collecting vintage.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
And those are the people who are really asking the questions, are really getting into the whole vintage, not just look, but into that era of collecting the art, collecting like the figures, and it's cool. I dig it, because to me it says that Star Wars is always going to be refreshing an age group and bringing in new fans who aren't just into the new stuff or the new collecting series and the new art, but that really not pay homage, but really want to get into collecting and being a part of where it came from. You know what I mean? So that's cool.
We don't need to pass the torch to the younger generation.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, it's Star Wars ever to die.
I was talking to one of my poker buddies, and he's like, well, because he knows that I just got into this collecting because I'm doing the vintage line first. He's like, well, it's like poker. You want new players to come in because that just rejuvenizes, it's like, it's not the fish. I'm not calling new people fish, but he says it brings in new fish, brings in new money. It rejuvenates.
That was a bigger fish.
and those players are going to get better as time goes along. And it's like the cycle of life, If I can sing the Lion King right now, I would, but I'm not going to. But it's just like that. It's like the cycle of life where the new Star Wars fans are coming in. Michael has 3 generations that grew up with Star Wars.
We got 3 generations, don't we?
Yeah, and I see a lot of dads and their kids, like their kids are 4 years old right now, and they have their vintage set. I mean, they're beaters, but the kids are playing with their vintage planes and their vintage figures,
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
I think it's cool. Cool.
But Rick, I had my first celebration was the Anaheim 2015. I think it was for Force Awakens, right?
It's a good one.
And I went with 2 of my really good friends. Well, one of them was my really good friend at the time, and the other one was his twin brother. And they grew up on the prequels. They were like 13, 14 when Phantom Menace came out. So they're a good, I'm in my 40s, I'm 48. So at the time, I was like a good, I don't know, 15 at least years older than them. And I was meeting his twin brother for the first time at the convention that we went to. We all flew to Anaheim from Seattle together. So I was there with the two generations, myself being an old trilogy guy and them being the Clone Wars trilogy time period. And we had a blast because, I mean, there were times where we went to different panels because I was like, well, I got to check out this panel and they got to go check out this. So we didn't stay together the whole time, but we were always, when we were together, we were in line together, we were talking, we were chatting, we were checking out stuff, had just as much excitement, but it was cool. It was very cool for me for them to see things through my perspective, me to see things through their perspective. Yeah. And that convention, there are people that we met in line. Like Star Wars Celebration is a different animal to any other convention and show.
Of course.
And there were people like we met LA Jedi Neil, and he still chats with me and watches videos, and he's on Twitter and everything, sends me text messages, Collector's Hut, Chris Sultan. We met in line and we were saving spaces for each other. And I mean, at the time, he was like 3,000 followers on YouTube. And I was like, holy crap, how the hell did you get 3,000? I think he's over 20,000 now. He's just massively blown up with his channel. And a collection unlike any other. I mean, his collection is so cool that they actually did a feature of him in Star Wars Insider. Because he's got like the life-size things of Rex, Maul, 3PO, R2, like, and all the costumes with the hands. He's got all the, like, Squidhead, Greedo, Admiral Akbar. He's got the masks with the hands, and
all those.
Yeah,
he's got so many of them, and it's just incredible, his collection, and the way he's got it on display. It's just nuts. But so I mean, I met these people in line, and the girl who runs the Denmark 501st, like her and she had like 3 costumes, so we ended up going up and helping her change into different. She had Bausch, a biker scout, and she had Slave Leia. So we were constantly helping her try to change different outfits throughout the convention and everything. And we still chat online to this day. And it's just, you can make so many friends just in line and hanging out with people.
Yeah.
You don't end up doing that. Like even going to San Diego Comic-Con, you don't end up doing that. You don't end up with lifelong friends from just, I don't know why. Star Wars is so different.
I think it's because there's a mixture of things, isn't there, in Comic-Cons? When the Star Wars Celebration is just Star Wars and we're all Star Wars.
Yeah, and Comic-Con, it always seems like people are getting somewhere quick. You know? Yeah. Everyone's getting somewhere quick. So for those of you who are joining us right now, what we're going through right now is projects that we're working on or mail hauls that we've been working on. And then we're going to play a game later on, or after that, we're going to play a game where you have to guess what auction prices are right now. Some of them are crazy, but what I want to go to is Qui-Gon Jinn.
All right.
So your projects or your mail haul that you are working on or proud of.
The project I started, and I know a few people who've been watching my channel have heard me talk about this before, but I wanted to make my own acrylic case because acrylic cases, if you buy one, what was the one you just recently bought? You said, Joey, was it close to $19?
$19 because it was a deeper one because it's for my Gromorian guard.
Okay,
so I had
you got a bit thicker one,
yeah. And sometimes they'll run you 18. If you buy like 10 or 12 in a pile, you might get them down to like 15 each. Mm-hmm. But for me, I was thinking like along the terms of, man, if I've already got like almost 40 figures carded Star Wars, and not to mention like, Robotech, Battlestar Galactica, all these other things that are vintage carded that I could put in cases. Like if you get them for $15 a pop and you look at buying 50, 60, 70, 100 of them, now you're talking thousands of dollars. Okay, like 70 of them times $15 is like $1,100 or something. So I sit there and go, for that same price, I could get 4 or 5 more vintage carded figures. So I start going, I can't justify that paying that, knowing that it's going to sacrifice the possibility to get more figures. Do you know where I'm coming from?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Because I got a finite amount of money, and it's not like I'm a billionaire, so I can't justify that. So I said, what does it take to build your own is what I wanted to know. And I bought a sheet of acrylic for around $25. And in the sheet, after measuring everything out, I could make around about 9 of these, really, like 9.5 or so.
Yeah, but just for the audience to know that this is your first one that you're making too. This is like the prototype, right?
The very first one, yes. And then I bought some liquid cement. So it's a liquid. When you do that, Joey,
this is like the prototype, right?
The very first one. And then I bought some. There we go. So I used liquid cement to sort of glue the pieces together. And what I had to do was actually build wooden frames. I had to, out of wood, at a 90-degree angle to sort of lay it on, then hold it up. And then I had to get clamps that were special so I could hold it in place while it dried in place. And it does dry pretty quick when you put them at a 90-degree angle, but the problem is they can slide just a little bit while you're doing it. So you want to have the corners meet up. So you want the wooden jigs so your corners meet up. Otherwise, you're trying to eyeball it, and you're not going to work when you eyeball it. It's not going to be perfectly straight. And then the other issue I had was, as you can see, there's spots on it because I dripped the cement accidentally on the one side. Fortunately, it's the back. So when I put a figure in it, like we put one of these vintage collection figures in it, you're not going to see the spots because fortunately it was on the back piece.
It looks clean though. It looks super clean.
Yeah, so it'll look nice and clean from the front. And then the other issue I'm having right now is sanding the edges perfectly. I've got to get so that because right now you can see it's a little rough, but that's because I had to cut them. I cut them with a glass cutter. So you got this, you score it, and then you have to actually snap it. So you've got that snapped edge on there that you've got to sand off. So to be quite frank, building this took me almost 2 weeks because each piece had to sit and dry for 24 hours before I went to the next piece. And then you've got to sand all the edges. You've got to work with it. I've got a lid that I'm going to put up on top, so that I've got to work on that still a little bit because I want to put edges on it so that it snaps in place, and stays on there. So when you pick it up, it doesn't slide off,
Yeah, but when you're talking about 80 MOCs that you have to eventually, if you want to get them all acrylic, that's a lot. And to even cut that down by that price by 50%, like what you're doing, that's really good.
But I got to tell you, I feel now that it is kind of worth paying the $15. I would say that only because materials aside, it'll cost you $3 to $5 in materials per item to build it yourself. So you're like, they're getting at least a $10 markup. You think in your head, what the crap? But that $10 is because I spent 2 weeks building it. Do you know what I mean? Like and they don't actually glue the edges together the same way I do. I think they have an ultrasonic glue, which is an expensive machine. So, because that's how they get the really clean, fine edges that are different than my edges. Yeah. So for home use, this is probably fine, but it's not something that's the quality you'd want to sell. And then, at least not yet. Maybe I'll get there. Who knows? But But the amount of right. But the amount of time and effort that it takes to build one, I think, is worth the $15. So it kind of shed a new light on me as far as the value in those acrylic cases and where that price tag comes from. Because it's a project. It's a project,
But for your prototype, for what you're doing, I think it looks great because the prototypes are always going to be the prototypes, right?
Yeah.
But just think of the ones that you're going to do like 5 down the line. It's going to start getting better,
Yeah. And also now that I have the jigs built out of wood, it's going to be faster because I don't have to build the parts that are holding it. And I've got the templates made to measure. So I just have to slap the template and cut it out. You know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
it could be a faster process in the future also.
I mean, especially for your boxed items too.
Oh,
know?
yeah. And those might be easier because you don't need to
Yeah.
put in the little things to hold the card in place. And you're just basically building a rectangle the size of the box. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I recently got the Rancor. That episode dropped today. So if you guys want to go check out
I'll
the
check it
Rancor
out.
episode.
I watched it just before.
So there's a story behind that Rancor. I never just get a figure and just it's drama free. There's always freaking drama.
There's
every
that's
figure
part
I
of
get.
it.
Oh my gosh! Why didn't you guys tell me that? Every figure is freaking drama.
There's always
so
a story.
Bad. It's so bad for my anxiety. It's so bad. But
the stories are great though. I mean, in the future, when you get over the drama, over the anxiety and drama, you're going to be like, I have a great story about this one, and you're always going to remember it when you see that thing in your collection. You know?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, it's a great story. So check after this live stream, go check that out. But what we're doing right now is for you guys who just joined, we're saying what projects or what figures or collectibles did we just get. We're mostly talking about projects right now. What are some new projects that we have going on? And then after that, we're going to talk about the kind of stupid prices that things are being sold for right now at auction. Some are really good. Some are really confusing. Some are really weird because the buyers only had like 2 pictures to go off of, and the prices are kind of like weird on that. And the third thing that we're going to talk about is, and please in the chat, let us know what toy conventions are you looking at either wanting to go to or the ones that are your can't miss that you've actually bought tickets to. So I think that'd be cool. But for right now, the person that we haven't heard from yet is Mark, Blue Harvest Vintage Toys. And just one thing that I want to say, if all of you haven't subscribed to anybody's channels who are on this stream right now, or you want to go visit their websites,
why not?
Please do. Please do. They're all great. Especially our Instagram channels like LeftCoast. I was checking out your Instagram. It's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so Mark, what projects have you recently done, or figures, or things that you recently got?
Well, as I said before, I need a job. Basically, I need a job at the moment.
Yeah.
And I've badgered a certain auction house and a certain guy who's quite famous to give me a job, and he's basically given me one.
Oh, fantastic!
It's not based on commission, but it's all in the pipeline. But I'm really looking forward to doing it. I need to find a place to do it. It's going to involve like weekly valuations.
That's great, though.
I talked to somebody yesterday about using his upstairs room, but there might be a conflict of interest there. But we're going to talk about it, and hopefully that proceed with that. So that's me. That's
huge. I mean, that's huge news. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, man. That's awesome news.
Yeah.
There's also something that I notice in your background, and it is a beautiful X-wing that's right over your shoulder. I don't know if no. Oh, it's so I ducked when you showed that for the first time, because I X-wing
is beautiful. And
it is beautiful.
Heavy.
How heavy is that thing? Because I saw in your video, and if you guys want to go check this out, check out Mark's video, Blue Harvest Toys, Vintage Toys, where he's moving it, and it looks like you're moving like a 45-pound dumbbell.
Yes.
Well, the first, Mark, correct me if I'm wrong, if I misunderstood, but the first way you got to hang it on the wall didn't end up working out because it's so heavy, right?
Yes. Well, you can see the bracket up there.
Yeah.
And Michael, thank you for the subscription. Thank you.
Michael's awesome. You're gonna like.
Oh
Mike.
My God! See, that's why I dug it. Oh my! Do that again.
It all lights up and everything.
Dude, that is so freaking dope.
Cockpit lights up.
That's why I like it, because it looks like a model straight out of the movie.
Yeah. It is a brilliant item.
That's so freaking
so
cool.
It lights up and moves around.
Oh, that's rad.
Hasbro could do that for $200.
God, that's so rad.
But will they?
No, they will not.
So you can imagine what that looks like on a bracket on the wall.
Hold on. Why do I have you not in full screen? I'm so perplexed.
Look at the size of it compared to Mark's body. It's as big as Mark.
It is huge.
Yeah.
It is absolutely huge.
Oh, that's so cool. I mean, just imagine like if I was a toy photographer, I would have a field day with that thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What
And Mark,
scale is that R2?
Oh, that's lasers.
Michael has X-Wing envy. I think we all have X-Wing envy right now.
Yeah. Mark, the landing gear comes down to put it in landing gear mode, right?
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it covered up.
Okay.
That's so
There
rad.
is landing gear. I could put it on the table.
And
but
that's
Yeah.
it is
and that's a
far
red
too
5.
big. Far
Yeah.
too big.
5. Yeah,
Nice.
there's 5 marks on it. Yeah.
Still got the lights on.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't know this, but I guess what was it in Star Wars Episode 4? He was in the movie. Not the movie. When we first got the toy, it only had 3 marks
Yes.
on it, so we
Yeah.
all got red 3s, not red 5s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just learned that maybe a month ago. I was like, oh, this whole time I
Got
had.
Biggs.
Was
Well,
that Biggs's red
It was
3?
Biggs's,
Red-
yeah.
yeah. 3
Oh, okay,
was,
that's kind
three-
of cool though.
3 was Biggs and was 2 lines
Wedge.
lines Wedge. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
They
it's
can
funny.
release that with the
Wedge.
retro collection X-Wing that they should release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what was interesting was when The Force Awakens came out and we saw the black X-Wing for Poe and he said black leader, I wrote on Twitter, why is he black leader with 3 orange lines on his wing?
Yeah.
And they actually answered, like I think it was Pablo Hidalgo
Yeah.
who answered, and he was like, oh, well, the reason is because after Star Wars, George dropped the wing designation. So he goes, that was actually a George thing to drop it. And we went with 3 on the black X-Wing and in an homage to the original Kenner ship.
Okay.
Because the
Okay.
Kenner
All right.
ship, because
That's
the Kenner,
awesome.
because the
That's
Kenner
cool.
ship had 3, so they went with 3 for it. But I was just like, nope, screw it. I don't care if George dropped it. You should have brought it back, because that was such a cool thing,
I mean,
But-
they also could have said that. Well, there's a comic coming out, and Red 1 and or Black 1 and Black 2 got killed in a battle, and that's why Poe is the leader. They could have said that too.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
A lot of things they could have said to be like, oh shoot, this guy's right. We gotta make something up.
But the question I never got answered. I've asked Dave Filoni and Pablo a number of times on Twitter, and I've actually posted a clip from Star Wars, because if you listen when they're on Yavin before they take off for battle, it says Phoenix Squad to the briefing, Phoenix Squad to the briefing room. You hear it in the hangar bay. So I wrote them and said, was Phoenix Squad from Star Wars Rebels because of this scene in the original Star Wars? Or is it just a coincidence that you guys like the word Phoenix
Yeah.
and it just happens to
Yeah.
match up?
Yeah.
Because now it matches up perfect, because you're like, oh my gosh, when you watch Star Wars, you're like, Phoenix Squad from Star Wars Rebels actually lived to be in.
retconned it, didn't it?
Yeah. Let's catch up on some chats. Michael Reese says Poe's X-Wing is going to be displayed at the Smithsonian.
Already is there. I think it's already there.
I think it's there. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then
Like full size,
Note.
like a full size, like life size
Full
thing.
size
Oh
one,
my
yeah.
gosh,
It's
that's
in a-
awesome.
it's in a hangar
the
with
film.
a bunch of other vehicles and planes too. And then Andrew Bunner says that he's doing the same thing as me. So he's trying to collect the whole run. And
Nice.
he went to a small Comic-Con today.
Oh, boy.
Which one did you go to? Because right now I'm only we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about the conventions later. But it's a good teaser, Andrew. It's a good teaser. And I want to know which 15 that you got. So if you want to tell us what you
I want to
got.
know how many he needs.
Yeah, and how much were they? Because I want to go to that con. And then
Hey, Vern.
Oak Skirts says, hey, what's up? What is up? So for everybody that is joining, we just talked about our projects. Everyone who wants to learn about LeftCoast, please go to his Instagram. Please go to his website, LeftCoast Graphics. I have if you guys are on my channel, you guys know that I'm doing the whole entire run of it's not the 96, it's really the 107 plus the graded run. So I'm doing a full run. I've only been doing it for a month. So if you guys want to check that out, check out some of the videos, because I start from the zero, from beginning, and I'm only 18 episodes in. So you guys want to
And he's got the case already. He's got the cabinet already.
Got the case.
I'm not jealous or anything.
We all started from zero.
So what you guys see right now is the collection as it stands today, and it's pretty bare, right? But if you guys want to go check out this episode, check it out. I have an EV99 and I have an Imperial Gunner. I got them for stupid prices.
That was good.
Go and check out how I got those guys, because
not cheap as I got mine.
I mean, like you probably got it for like $7.
Well, my Luke Stormtrooper I got free.
Oh my god, yeah. So there's the thing. So you guys want to go check out how I got that? You guys should go check out how I got the case too, because Drew Tag, the guy who runs Collector Displays, he's a really great guy. So that's one of the reasons why I got this beautiful case. Excellent man. So and then
and I gotta say here, I originally watched a lot of Joey's episodes sort of out of order, sporadically. Especially, I caught the newest ones, and then I went back and was like sporadic. But I recently went back and was starting to watch them in order, and that is an incredible journey. I highly recommend going back, because it doesn't take long to catch up. You know, a couple days you'll get caught up. So I highly recommend going back and just watching his journey from start to where he is now, because it's really cool.
Binge them.
Yeah.
And you can see how nervous I am in the beginning too. Not only nervous that I'm actually doing this, but nervous is like I was kind of unsure of what I was saying. Yeah. You know, and as I'm learning new things, I'm like, oh shoot, I did a lot of mistakes in the beginning.
Well, you know, everyone learns, and that's part of the thing.
I think that's the cool thing is like even me going back and watching those first episodes, I was like, man, I paid $20 too much for that. Or I paid 10, or I should have just waited for a better figure, you know? So
but it's, you know, and if you're like me, you'll enjoy having the extras if you do go back and get another one that's better.
Yes, somebody's got a lot of extras, haven't they, John?
Oh my god, yeah. Thanks, Gilster. Yeah, thanks for watching. And
hey,
Gilster.
Thank you. But yeah, it's been really weird, a weird journey, because I'm a Star Wars fan. I've been, you know, since I was in my mom's stomach kicking when she saw, you know, Star Wars in '77. So I was kind of born out a Star Wars baby. So I had the toys when I was a kid, never collected until college. And even in college, I just got 10 figures, and most of those things got lost, especially when I moved a lot. So a lot of people are telling me, especially collectors, that dude, you picked the worst time to collect. It's like price wise.
It's never a bad time.
Yeah. Because think about this, in another 10 years, there's going to be an additional tag pracked onto what's going on now. So I've learned over the years, it's never I thought it was bad to start 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But now I wish I bought a number of figures at those prices rather than today's prices. And that's going to happen.
And people 10 years, 10 years from now are going to say, oh, shoot, I should have started collecting 10 years ago. Like when I started, you know? And
tell you what, I started collecting in 1978. I got my first Darth Vader in 1978, and I have tried to collect these figures 4 times now, and this is the fourth attempt of collecting all 96, and this is the first time I've completed it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, and I've been collecting just as long. I mean, seriously, one of my first figures was those first 12 at that Christmas of 1978. And I got a picture of me with that Han Solo with my grandmother giving it to me as a little kid. And I still need 4 of them. And I've decided that I need 5. Well, maybe 6, because my Imperial Dignitary is on card.
You know it's going to be 10.
So so there's at least 5 or so that I want to. 2 of them that I want to re-get to get. One, I need an Imperial Dignitary off the card because I got him carded, and then I want to get a better EV99 because mine is glued and his arms are loose. It's basically like a.
I told you if you want to get rid of yours, because I want to get the one I have right there graded, right? I think it's grade worthy. If you want to get rid of your old falling off one, I can display that one and send that one off for grading. So if you ever wanted to use the proceeds that you would make from me to fund your new EV99.
We'll see.
For everybody that's new or just joined, somebody just joined us. Chris.
Chris.
1,000
What's up?
Ghost. I like to call you 1,000,000th Ghost because of all the stuff you have in your background. You know, putting media shame. But yeah, thanks for joining, Chris. The one thing that we were talking about is, do you have any projects? Or, I mean, you're always getting a mail haul because you're the 1,000th Ghost. You always get the nice mail hauls that I always see. So it's either a project that you're working on right now that you want to tell us about, or something that you just got that you want to flex a little bit and show us.
Actually, I'm kind of going down the same road as everybody else. I'm going to try and finish the 92.
Really?
Nice.
I have decided to turn away from. I canceled all my Black Series. Behind me used to be Black Series figures. I packed them all up. I'm done. I will continue to pick up vintage collection, these as I find them. But I'm done pre-ordering. I'm done running. I'll still do my toy hunts, and if I find stuff, I find stuff, and if not, then it's just going to be holes in my collection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so Bothan just gave us a quote, and if you read it as Yoda, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Collect what you can when you can. This
Yep.
a marathon. This is.
Yes. Yes.
That is very,
Very
true.
true.
Bothan, those are like Yoda prophecies right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is true.
Chris,
That is true.
I also stopped pre-ordering a couple weeks ago, and then they announced that Boba Fett and R2-D2 yesterday, so I had to make a go at it.
Get the originals.
I wanted them, and they sold out. So there you go.
They
Wow,
did.
yeah.
They did sell out. I was able to get the 6-inch Boba Fett, and because I wasn't able to get the 3 3/4 Boba Fett, the other two were available. I didn't order them. I'll find them when they come to Canada.
Yeah.
This is the
For
U.S. versus the
$25
Commonwealth. That's funny.
I just like the card art. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think they're going to
Yeah.
be as popular as
Well-
everyone thinks, because it's only us 40-year-old guys who really like those ones. Really, like,
Yeah. Well, Chris,
I'm
it's
surprised they
interesting
sold out.
It's interesting that you say that, because right now I have a rule. I can't buy any modern right now unless it's for the viewers. Like, I'll buy modern toys and then give them, do them as giveaways. Not for me. So I can't buy. Oh, I mean, I can't buy any modern toys right now, but I'm itching to start an Ahsoka focus. I want to do an Ahsoka focus so bad right now. So bad, but I can't.
You
Yeah.
should probably try.
You might be able to
Well,
That's
later.
not just as expensive as vintage.
I have two Ahsokas right now. I have the Clone Wars one, that one that just skyrocketed in price. I do have that one mint, and I have one loose. I forget which one I have though, because I haven't taken them out of my vault yet. But I have two, and that's it. But I want to get so much more. It's so funny.
Oh, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Stop it.
I have all the 3 3/4-inch figures in one Black Series. That's all I have for Ahsoka, and I've got all her pops.
So the one thing that we're gonna do right now, and I think we're dying to get to this game.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So for everybody who's watching, everybody who's new right now, we are gonna play. It's not necessarily a game, but it's kind of an exercise to see where we think the market is today. And there's weird markets, right? There's the market that you see that is on like the collecting groups, like you go to Facebook, and the prices are a little bit lower than they would be on eBay, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
And then you go to some auction houses, and they cut everybody in half. Like they're just well, some of them. Right? So most of them are like, they know what they're doing, and they evaluate and they price, but some of them are like fire sales. Like they just can't get rid of the stuff faster. So that's why it's kind of weird, these prices. So I want to show you guys a game
Killing me.
that I like to call. And let's see if this happens, right? Because this is my first time hosting a live stream.
Is there a jingle?
There is a jingle.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Jingle,
There was a
Jingle, jangle.
Oh, you know what? This was my project. I forgot to say my project. So I'm building a room right now, and I found these on a Facebook group. On the right hand or the left hand side is what I saw in a Facebook group. Somebody pointed this out to me and said that you can buy this at Home Depot, and the price is about $60. So on the right hand side, I bought these black vinyl decorative panels, and I'm going to use that both as a background for the set for the show,
3 foot, 6 foot. Oh, wow.
and also on a wall where I can put my acrylics.
They're so very Star Wars, and that's a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was going to do is build a little box for them, put an LED white light in back of it, with and just like have that, and just put the acrylics over it, like like 6 acrylics down.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna look pretty cool. So that's not what I wanted to show you, even though I think that now you guys know. Go to Home Depot, because these things are only on order. You can't get them in the store; they're on order. So if you guys want to take a screenshot of it, it's the Barrett Outdoor Living, and you have to ask for the dimensions, because when you do call, the people will not know what you're talking about. So you have to pretty much say this verbatim. So take a screenshot of what that is and tell everybody that you want this, because you have to order it. So there. Oh yeah, I did it, Michael. Yeah, I ordered it. They're actually in my living room. I just haven't put it together yet. They are there.
But,
so, yeah.
Real quick though. Speaking of building things, Joey, how many figures wide are on that top row, like on each row of your case back there? Because I'm in the process of designing one. I'm actually building the graphic in Photoshop right now, and I'm going to get it printed at a print shop.
20.
So it's 20.
20? Okay, because I was thinking at first 12 by 12, but I was like, I don't know if I want to make it square. I'd almost rather it be rectangle.
You can do it. You can just imagine. It just matters like how many variants that you want to put in there and stuff like that.
Yeah,
or like, because
I ended up counting over 120 some odd figures I want to put in my case when I build it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the same place where I bought the acrylic sheet that I got for the cases, because we actually had them build us an acrylic frame for a Han Solo art painting that we have a painting of Han Solo that's like 1 of 25 that my dad bought off a famous artist here in Florida. And
LeftCoast.
And so we had an acrylic frame built for it so we could put it to the wall and have a frame protecting it. And I want to do the same thing with those guys. I want to have them make my front that I'll be able to open up. And then, so I'm building the wooden background, and I'm actually building that colored background in Photoshop right now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get a backdrop printed myself at a print shop, and then get those guys to do the acrylic for me, and then I'll build the case out of wood.
Yeah.
Put it all together in.
If you watch episode 7, I do take you through not just the case that I bought, but there's people in the U.S. who they give you like the printed vinyl in the background, and they also give you the border. Yeah, there's like kits that you can buy.
I've seen those. Yeah.
That was what I was going to do at first, but I kind of wanted it to be like a complete kit.
Yeah.
So that's why I went with that. Yeah. Oh, that's rad. That's super rad.
Yeah, that's cool too.
That's rad.
These are the
Hold on, let me put you.
Baseball bat pieces at Michael's in the craft store. So usually they're on sale for like half price. So in Canada, I believe it's $25 or something like that.
And did you print the background yourself?
Yeah. So I had to make them in different sizes because I did sell a bunch, and I couldn't ship something that was like.
Oh, do you sell those LeftCoast, like the background?
I did.
I mean, because
I no longer have my large format printer. Okay. I was in the printing business for a long time, and we closed our business down in November. So now everything I'm doing, I'm using other people's printers.
Yeah.
But I do all the artwork. That's my passion is the vintage Star Wars. So everything I do is gonna look like it's came from vintage Star Wars.
Yeah, that's cool because those baseball. It's a baseball bat holder, right?
Yeah. I used to have more of them, but this is the only one I don't have in storage because it was at my workshop and I brought it home, and it's been sitting in my living room ever since.
Yeah, because that's something that I would want because I have my childhood collection. That's something that I would put on display from like my childhood set,
They look pretty good.
Cool.
They look pretty good. I've seen people with 5 or 6 of them set up with all the figures similar to your background, and it looks identical. You could light them up with little LEDs or little puck lights that IKEA sells and stuff. So I've seen lots of different variations. I know the kind I want to build, very similar to what you have. Like right now, my loose collection is in a big Rubbermaid, in the little plastic cases, and that's where it's been for years. Like I can't. I live in a small apartment. I don't have a place for it unless I get one cabinet like that.
Yeah. How many does your
like 5 Billy cases? Like with everything else, all my box toys and loose toys, I used to have it everywhere, but now, you know, it's all down to 2 Billy cases, whatever fits in my living room, and that's it. The rest is in boxes in my freaking bedroom and in storage.
All right, so here so go ahead, John. Sorry.
How many fit in that from like in one row?
It was 12, but I made it more. 1, 2,
yeah, I know the first 12 fit in
7,
there.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Okay.
So you can put some of your Han variants in there. You can put some of, you know.
Yeah,
your Luke variants.
The ones that people requested. Like I did one for droids.
Yeah.
I did one just for Last 17.
That's cool.
The Cantina band, because Jabba and Wampa don't fit in there. So a case like yours where you can customize it and fit a Wampa or a Jabba in there, I think it looks great.
Yeah.
So we went on a little bit of a tangent.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. It's cool because
I'm curious because I'm building mine and I just want to know, like, do I really want to go 12 or do I want to go like, I think I'm feeling more like maybe I do 20 by 8 or something. You know what I mean? It's, you know, so it's like
my personal choice is what's on the Collect All 92 card back. Much like Reed 5 has made their posters and
good idea.
Ideally,
but Rick,
I like color squares. The color squares I think looks a little better than just yellow.
Yeah.
Although
absolutely.
It looks sharp, I've seen just yellow look fantastic, but I've also seen no background look fantastic too. So it's
for that I asked if he can get it to me in like Empire colors, so just silver, black, and gray. But he said that he wouldn't do that, but or couldn't do that because it's like mass produced a little bit.
Yeah.
So I thought that would be really cool with everything you see there, but in the background it was like just a neutral gray, sort of like an Empire type theme. But I think that looks cool too. Don't get me wrong, that's why I bought it. It looks cool.
Yeah.
But
well, that's what inspired me to do it, is because it looks so good, and I've seen other people with those cases before you. But watching your process in doing this made me see, like, okay, this is how the cases are put together and done. Because I see photos of them all the time, and I'm like, that looks fantastic. But actually seeing it on a video is just a different animal, and that's what really inspired me to finally do it. Because my stuff's in these Billy cases with glass. And they're like, I have like Jabba the Hutt's palace set up with all the figures around it. And, you know, I've got like my land speeder and Cantina with figures in it. But I've got duplicates of a lot of those figures. So I was like, I should also have a set just on display like you do, because that looks really cool. And it's something that people they look at, ordinary people who come over to the house or something would look at that more than trying to pick out things in the cantina.
And plus it has the names of them, so you can just walk up there and say, "Oh, I didn't know this guy was named Walrus Man." You know,
prude face. You know,
right? Yeah.
My collection is not for the normals.
Your collection is for the it's like a Michelin. If your collection was a restaurant, it'd be a Michelin star restaurant. You know what I mean? It's not. You can't just go in there and like order off the menu. It's like the chef's going to give you what he's going to give you, and it's going to cost you an arm and a leg.
Well, the other part of it too is that I'm invading the living room area, and in order to go out there, the family wants it to look really nice.
Yeah.
So the details.
Yeah, that's true.
The Detolfs that are out there, they actually fell in love with those because they're just like, wow. Once this is set up and light and looks, they now they're like, you got to get more of these and put them in the living room because they look so good. And so something like that in the living room would make them perk up again and be like, wow, it looks really good showing off your collection like this. You know?
Yeah. If you guys go, like, you know, the audience too, if you guys go and watch episode 7, I do take you through how I ended up on that, but I take you through like regular furniture too, how regular furniture that you can do looks great for that collection. But we do have to get to the game.
Yeah, let's do it.
We do have to get to the game.
Before we get to the game.
Oh no.
When did you look at that on Home Depot? When did you buy it?
Here, let me go back. Let me go back to
no, I see it, but yours was like $71, and it's or $61. Mine is 77.
Wow.
Here
Is
in
it? Does it? Well, I did the pickup, the in-store pickup.
Yeah,
So
that's
maybe-
what it says. Ship to store.
Maybe they know that you're going to buy like 10 of them, and they're upping the prices on you.
Well, they caught on that
Go
Star
down.
Wars fans want them. That's what they did.
You know somebody at there, yeah, 76. Yeah, mine is 77.80 or 76.78 odd price.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Like it
Some Star Wars fan at that company had to have made these and been like, I can sneak this in.
probably
This will sell.
Probably.
Nice. Man. All right. Anyway,
All right.
back to whatever game we're playing.
All right, let's do this.
So let's do this game, and this game that we're gonna play. So let's set it up first, like we did. So these are the eBay. These are the auction prices. These are different prices that things are going for right now. I'm gonna show you some pictures, 3 pictures max. Some of them on the websites had like 5 or 6. You know how it is. Most of these only had 3 pictures max. One that is completely ridiculous. The seller only had 2 pictures to go by before they bought it. So we're going to play a game, everyone. This game.
And the
It's
chat
called-
included, right? Can the chat play too?
The chat? Oh, yeah. Everyone's going to play. This is the vintage price.
If we get it right, we win it.
So,
I love it.
So here's the one thing that I want everyone to do is I do
He's-
want every
He even got the CBS logo.
So the one thing I want everyone to do, if you guys can, is get a piece of paper and a marker. But you don't need it, but it would be cool if you guys had it. That way, like we can all see the prices that you guys have as the things are coming up. Okay. And
Is
you know,
it dollars or pounds?
oh, you know what? Like you can do pounds and like
Canadian, right?
We can convert it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can convert it.
I'll put it in dollars. It's fine.
So here's the thing is that there is no thing. I'm just going to show you guys pictures, and you're going to guess what the price is. All right. There was music for this, and there is music for it. This is my first stream that I'm hosting. So just imagine the Price is Right music is going on through all of this. Okay.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Exactly. All right.
Come on down.
Where's Vanna?
All right, everyone. The first image that I'm going to show you. Here we go. This is round 1, everyone.
Round 1. Fight.
Right.
Whoa,
There is-
whoever's the
there-
closest wins, right?
Whoever is the closest wins. It's the
But
same
you can't go
thing.
over, right? Price is right. You can't go over.
It's
Wins
the
the
same
toy.
thing as Price is Right rules. Yeah. The winner wins the toy. All right.
No,
So
really?
there's the first picture, right? I'm going to show you 3 pictures. This one actually had 5 pictures to go off of for a price. So that is the first picture.
To me, that's in good shape. I
And-
like
Looks
it.
complete to me.
Yeah.
And everybody who is at home, you have to guess how much this sold for at auction. I won't tell you what site it's on. You'll find out. But I'm going to show you these pictures.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really good shape.
And how much it'd be if he had a box?
I feel like I know what it should be, but I'm not.
And then so you see some scuffing right there on the rocket.
Yeah.
There's no rocket. Rocket's red.
And let's go. So collecting Star Wars is guessing 100 calamari flan. And Andrew is giving in a number of 200. And remember, this
not
is
500.
oh, look at this. Look at this. We have a Holy Grail coming in at 1,200.
Yeah, Gil still loves his
$50.
bobbers.
And for everyone who's guessing these prices, I'm putting these up because they're either weird prices or prices that I wouldn't expect, especially off of the pictures. All right, so are we all ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do we have our guesses? So what's the price? Put your guesses up now. I see. All right, we have 150, 350,
300.
300, and 275. I will tell you right now that one of you is very, 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 very like on the money.
Thank you.
for the price right
Is
now.
it Gilster? What's Gilster on the one?
And then at the chat, we have Collecting Star Wars says 100. Andrew Bunner says 200. And the Gilster says the Holy Grail at 1,250. And we have
Silo.
Scytho
Wow, Scytho.
coming
We're not
in
bidding
at
on it.
1,750. All right. So here we goes. And I don't want to mess this up because this is my first time streaming this. All right. So what is the price? Bob Barker voice. What's the price, everybody? So it's sold for a little bit lower price. You can probably guess, but $279. So we can probably guess
for
that
$150.
no, I'm probably not 150. I don't know about that one, but if you were around 279, a little bit lower, you would probably think that it probably sold for like 250. You would probably think it sold for like 260 around there, you know?
Yeah.
So
Best offer accepted.
yeah. So who said 275?
I did.
250. Yeah. Yeah, Ghost, yeah. So that was a good guess. And this one was kind of weird because the best offer accepted wasn't an exact price. This is the only one that has a best offer accepted. The other ones are true selling prices. But yeah, so great job, Chris, because
Well done.
you got the first point on that one. All right, and they get weirder from here, I promise. This was like a palette.
Yeah,
warmer.
that didn't seem that weird.
No.
Right.
No, you know, it's like, this is the one where you kind of get used to the game.
Okay.
Right? You get used to the game. So round 2. Okay, are we ready?
Ready.
I want
I'm
to
gonna-
join in with a
Round
piece of
2.
paper. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So I will show the pictures, and then when John comes back, we will go over the pictures again. But let's see the pictures. So this is a piece that only had 2 pictures to go off of. You have this one, and then you have the actual grade. That was a 90.
Is it graded?
Yeah, it's a graded figure. Only 2 pictures. So the
Double
price
the normal price then.
so the price that this went for was only 2 pictures.
All set. So only 2 pictures, huh?
Only 2 pictures, and you're seeing the 2 pictures right now. It is a graded 90.
Whoa.
But as I'm seeing this graded 91, I see a lot of things going on that I would count off as a 90 grade, you know? Like I'm seeing imperfections in the boots. I'm seeing imperfections a little bit in the cape. The helmet can't really tell because it's only 1 picture. You can't really. That's why this is so funny, because you can't really tell by only 2 pictures. One being the figure, the other one just being the picture of the grade.
Yeah.
You know. So we have. I think Andrew's gonna guess like 500 all the time. So Andrew says 500. The Bothan 007 says 479.
It's such a common figure, though. Why would it be that high?
I know
The
that's.
hat.
There is a Leia tax at the moment. You are playing a Leia. You know, there's always a Boba Fett tax. There's always a Fett tax.
All
There
right.
seems to be a
There's
Leia
AFA
tax
tax.
at the moment.
All right, so Chris says 325, 125, 220. Is it okay, $60. $60.
$250 for the
And-
case.
And we
That's
have
what they do. They charge you $250 for, or whatever they want to charge you for a specific figure. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
don't do that
And
to your
we have-
figures, please.
$401. Very good price. Very good strategy.
He's doing the one, yeah.
And then Gilster's coming in at
$1.
$35. Yeah, $1. That'd be a really good one. All right, so let's see.
We love you a long time.
It's gonna be like 400. It's gonna kill me. I know it.
Let's see what it is. Oh, I'm using the wrong keyboard. Hold on. All right. What is the retail price? $327.
Oh,
I
300.
Wow.
So Chris, did you get this again?
What?
yep. 325.
320.
Oh,
Wow.
I had 310.
Yeah.
Stupid price.
I'd never pay that. Never.
See,
No,
and this
I don't
is
believe
this is the
half of
one.
these are even real auctions, to be honest.
These are real. These are real.
eBay
I
isn't
don't,
real.
and I've been doing this a long time. A lot of those are not real auctions.
But the
That's
thing
why
is
there's
that
only 2 photos, because no one's looking at them. It's just his buddies and robots bidding. Like
Yeah.
that same item might be relisted on Monday.
yeah, and that's what if you guys listen to Action Figure Grader, he calls out some of the bids that are like, there's no way that this went for that price.
Oh yeah.
There's no way. This is a fake bid, and if you read the fine print, some of them say, do not pay me on eBay, pay me on PayPal or Venmo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really weird, but
Well, I ran into something similar, I guess, because someone has a carded squid head, and it's listed at $70. Okay, I sent him an offer of $55, and he accepted the offer. And I went to pay him on Friday to get the figure sent, and eBay wrote me back. Like eBay immediately, when you go to pay, it says like, this account is not set up to be paid or whatever. And I wrote him and said, dude, I can't buy the figure that you accepted my offer of $55, but I can't pay you. And he's like, oh yeah, my account got banned. I can't do that. And somehow they're stuck up there. So I just accepted it to see if it would actually work. Because one of these days, I figure it might actually, my account will turn back on and I'll be able to sell them. But right now I can't delete anything that's up there for sale because I can't get into my account. It's stuck. So I'm like, that's not true. They don't. If they ban your account, they erase everything.
They erase
that's up
everything.
For sale.
Yeah.
So it's like
that's not true, because eBay. I just got an email from eBay this week, because eBay just changed globally everywhere. Like you get paid now through your bank account in your country.
Yeah.
They need your social insurance or your tax number.
Yep.
They need a photo of your photo ID now.
Yeah.
So because I have not provided photo ID to eBay, my tax numbers, I no longer, they took down my for sale item. So just eBay's changed just over the past week. Like a lot of people are not going to be selling on eBay because they're not going to show them their ID. And tell the government that they make $30,000 a month selling shit on eBay. So they'll now go to Craigslist or
Macari
Facebook Shop or whatever.
Yeah, Macari. Yeah, a lot of people are going to Macari.
Doing all that stuff, Macari and Facebook are going to be done the same way. Like you will need ID to do digital money changing of hands.
But there's also, if Macari goes the way that Facebook does, there's always going to be a new Macari. There's always going to be somebody who's like on that fringe that's always like moving us forward until we all get to crypto, and then you can really hide your money. You know what I mean? And then the government's going to regulate that. So more than they already are.
Yeah.
We can't say government on this stream, or else we'll start getting the feds like listen to our stream.
It's okay. I'm in Canada.
So consequently, I didn't end up buying a squid head this week. So because they didn't take my money and the guy can't sell it. And the next one was like $150. So I'm like, everyone must be trying to buy the one he's got because it's half the price,
Yeah. So Andrew says it's because of PWCC. I don't know what that is. What is that? Enlighten me. What is that? Andrew is a Fed, and he's actually dropping up. No, I'm just kidding. You're not a Fed.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I've never actually bought a vintage carded Star Wars figure on eBay.
Yeah, I bought a couple in the last couple.
I have about a dozen, but
I bought 2 today. Not on eBay.
I've seen them. Like I'll buy this. I would not buy something that it's not. I don't trust. Like if you guys show me a picture and you say, "Yeah, this is real," I trust you.
Yeah.
If you're a guy,
thank you very much.
Just a random dude and some Twitter post or something that I don't know, maybe not. Like.
Well, I feel safer.
Outside. Okay, thanks.
I feel safer with eBay. I look at the sellers. I scrutinize everything and I go through, and I like to see 12 photos. If they don't, I ask for more. And I look at the sellers, and I only buy from people that are like 99.8% perfect or better. They got to be 99.8 or 100. Because
why wouldn't you have more than a couple of photos that are decent? are you the one guy in the world that doesn't have like an iPhone?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camera?
And then Gilster's asking,
I can't be
can
bothered.
we
So I'm
find
just
display
put two photos up, man. It's whatever.
Gilster's asking, can we find display stands for figures on Etsy and Mercari? Yes, and that's where I got a lot of my inspiration from on where I ended up on mine. There's more
Facebook groups. Anyway,
there's more custom
display
built.
stands, eBay.
Yeah. So Etsy and Mercari, I highly recommend if you want to get a really superized or super custom. There's so many on there, and they just don't have like the regular like 96 or 12. They have ones that come with 5. They have ones that come with like. There's so many you can find on there.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Do you actually print those, LeftCoast?
Here, show it again, Left.
I bought. I don't know. At one time, probably 3,000 of these stands from collectingwarehouse.com. I think they're called The Earth. They're still around. There's 2 sizes that basically work on most of the vintage Star Wars figures, but they also work on the new Marvel retros and reaction figures and other G.I. Joes, other similar 3.75 inch figures. They're my favorite stands. There's lots of other great stands out there, though. There's guys that make them. Gomp Boys. They're all the different acrylic guys.
Don't spend a lot on stands.
Lane. They all make great stands as well.
Don't spend a lot on stands.
No, that's why I bought a bunch.
Most of the Star Wars figures will stand up without stands.
I'll always need them. I'll never not need them. Like I'll never not buy a loose.
9% of those up there have got stands, but most of them don't need them anyway.
Well, this is what I was hoping that some of these figures would stir up some conversation about. It's This is what I was hoping it would do. I just wanted to play the game and be like, okay, the game's over. What are we going to talk about now? This is what I was hoping it would do. So we're on round 3.
Yeah, next.
Everybody, we're on round 3. Everybody at home, please play along. If you're joining now, we are doing auction prices that actually closed. The game is you see the pictures and you see what these things sold for and what they actually closed on. All right, so we're ready for round 3, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's do round 3.
Oh,
there we go. Everybody on the chat, please play along. Give us your prices on what these sold for.
I know it should sell for, but
so I believe that there was really 5 pictures to go off of. I'm just giving you the really 3 that you need to really see. I hear somebody really coloring in there. So let's go through it again. So on this one, I really like, because I'm actually looking for one right now. I'm looking for one to grade, looking for one to display. Torso color on this guy that I've seen everywhere is all over the place.
Oh, it can be blue to green. Yeah. But that's, I believe, because he's faded. If he isn't a dark blue, I think he's faded.
This is a shitty photo.
It is really. They were all shit photos.
Potato
all shit photos.
Again.
So.
And his feet are really.
We got 200. We got 249.
His feet are really scuffed up, but
I think I'm going to be high, but I don't know.
Gilster's coming in at 275, and then how am I? I'm mispronouncing the name.
Scytho.
All right, Scytho.
Huerta.
249. Gilster's coming in at 279.
Turd
Ferguson in the house. What is up, Turd?
Welcome, Turd.
And
collecting
Star Wars is playing the safe route. $10,000.
Steve, do you want to buy a blow Snaggletooth?
Price is right strategy right there.
I'll sell you 2 for 15,000.
Saito.
There you go.
Saito. Okay. Huerta. Saito Huerta.
All right, so let's go through those prices again. Saito says 249. Gilster 275. Turd Ferguson 350. And collecting Star Wars playing it good 10,000. We have Andrew coming in at $1,600, and Monty is coming in at 310. This is an auction, guys. What are we closing at? What are we going off? All right. So,
$700.
$700. We have $700. We have 210. We have 380, and we have 340.
I thought it was going to be higher than I was thinking pounds. So yeah, it's about
It's
right.
coming in at 4.
So I'm going to say
Well,
350 US.
I'm going off of the local stores here and what I've seen sell at stores currently right now.
Turd Ferguson is correct, I think.
All right, so we ready, guys? Let's do this. Let's see. I hope there's not one more picture because we have one more picture. So we saw that one. We saw that one. What?
It's a repro.
It is a repro. It is $40. No, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Here we go. What is the price? $371.
What?
So basically 372. Yes. I was shocked. I was shocked to see this thing go
I won.
$71.
I'm telling you, if you were lived in South Florida, that's a bargain.
Yeah,
There's-
and honestly,
Why?
these things were sold in the last week. We're not looking at prices that were sold like last month or earlier this year. These were all
What the
sold.
crap? He's
within
only
a
got
week.
I need to know these people.
he's
I've
only
got lots
got
of figures to sell.
Yeah.
he's only got 28 sales. I never would have bought a figure that for this
No.
expensive off that guy.
All of these that you're seeing on this right now were sold in the last week. I think the longest one was a month ago.
Colorado.
Yeah. So yeah, really weird. So who came close? Who came close?
Not mine.
I think it was me.
LeftCoast?
Yeah. Rick had 350. Turd had 350.
Turd
Rick-
Ferguson and me.
Oh, 380. 380.
Yeah, he had 380.
Ted were close.
Monty got pretty close. Turd got really close.
Yeah, Rick's
I don't know.
Rick's the closest with that 380. Yeah,
Yep.
good
All right.
call.
Here we
But
go,
yeah,
guys.
there was one that there's a shop 5 minutes away from me, and he just sold one for $750, and it was beat up like
What?
that.
No
it had-
way.
It had loose arms. It was beat up, and there's a shop.
Does he want to buy another one?
There's a shop. There's a shop down south of me, and they have one in the store right now for $700. That's around that condition. So that's why I'm saying, if you live in South Florida, you're not touching it for less than $700.
Wow.
Because
And that's American. So US,
Yes, American,
US
yeah.
dollars. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
the guy down the store, he wants me to get Mark to send him all the yak faces Mark can find, because he just sold 2 yak faces for $1,000 each loose.
I think there were
Wow.
about 5 on the auction.
Jedi to Jedi. What is up, sir? What's going on?
Hey, Jedi to Jedi.
I'm just looking at the Star Wars tracking. The average is actually 447 at the moment.
Yeah. Monty's reacting to the 750. That's my same feeling, Monty.
Rick's already looks better than the pictures.
Yeah, it does. It does. That thing, you know what if that was based on the eBay prices, the thing you're holding in your hand right now,
So is this worth
$2,500?
$600?
If it's eBay prices, it's worth $2,500 to $3,000. What you're holding right there.
Is that Stan Smith?
Sorry, it's not graded, so
No, this is the real deal. This is Canadian.
All right, I'll let you off then.
Yeah, I would say you can sell that for $550 and get it snatched up easy for $550. You can even go as
I got one he's right there. That's him right there.
yeah.
And the other one is in one of those Darth Vader cases you guys saw up there.
Gil's just asking what weapon it comes with. It's a Rebel Blaster. It comes with.
Han Solo, yeah.
Han Solo's blaster, yeah.
No, it's the dark blue one, right? Or is it the black?
It's bluish, yeah.
Blue, yeah.
In the state
Blue
over there they call the Han Solo blaster the Rebel blaster.
Rebel Blaster.
Where here we call
Bespin
the
Blaster, Rebel Blaster.
Yeah,
Imperial
because
Blaster.
we call the Bespin blaster the Rebel blaster, and the one that he calls Rebel we call Han. So it's So whenever he says Rebel Blaster, I get confused because we had a different Rebel Blaster than he does.
No, that's a really good post, Gilster, because I just read on a post that somebody sent their blue snaggletooth to get graded, and they sent it back because they had a black blaster, and it wasn't the correct black blaster.
Yeah. I don't think the black blasters didn't they not come till Empire Strikes Back?
They
But yeah, that's right. After after the Empire cards came out, the original figures could have come with a black one.
He could have gone with the black one.
If they're on an Empire or Jedi card. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
The original Princess Leia blaster's black.
The original is black.
I think she's the
So
only
he could have
one,
done.
though, right?
He could have done. I don't know why they would have sent it back just because of that.
Maybe.
Wait a minute.
Maybe it was a repro blaster. Maybe it was a repro blaster on top of that.
Anytime I see a black blaster,
Well, to be honest, the grading companies wouldn't know anyway.
What was that, Rick?
Sorry.
Anytime I see a black blaster, like a vintage Star Wars, Han Solo, Chewbacca, Bespin, Stormtrooper, if they're black, I assume they're actually fake and bootleg.
Yeah, I have the same thought.
If it's not dark blue, really, really, really dark blue,
they use black at the beginning,
for
right at the end.
And of all the blasters worldwide.
Yeah.
There are some that were black, and there were some Luke Stormtroopers that had black blasters, but there was many that had dark blue blasters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
I don't really.
People that think, and Princess Leia too. The original Princess Leia in a white gown did come out with a black blaster, but she also came with a blue blaster. Like,
because I got one that's
40 countries. Like, it happened. Like, they're all made. There's so many factories these places are made in.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that because I have a blue Princess Leia blaster. So I maybe blue-black, maybe. But I was like, when you put it up to the light, it's blue. So I'm like, wait a minute, mine has a blue one. And I thought that's the one that's...
Leia, and, she also had the same blaster, correct, right? But those are all blue.
Okay.
But if you have a black one, you have a black one.
Yeah, so right now I'm looking for a blue Hoth Leia blaster. So if anybody out there has a blue Hoth Leia blaster, I'm looking for it.
It is the same blaster.
Yeah.
If you can find my black blaster that went missing,
all three of those Leias have the exact same blaster.
Yeah.
Very small.
All right. So let's do.
We have a round 4.
We do. We have 6 rounds. We have 6 rounds.
Oh, right.
So just to give you guys like a space and time. We have 6 rounds. All right. So.
Oh, lovely.
Round 4. So right here, this one is, can you guess the asking price?
All right.
So this is one that is on sale right now. Can we all guess what the asking price is? It's a little bit different.
It can't be cheap because you'd have bought it already.
Well, it's also something that I don't think any of us would buy unless we were into this focus. So it's kind of like a left field question. So let me know what you guys think. Ready?
Is it Princess Leia Underoos?
The anticipation is killing me.
Let's do this. All right, let's do this. So it's a blue snaggletooth, but look at his feet. Look at his feet.
Yeah.
Look at his feet.
He's got two
right feet.
Two right legs. Yeah.
Right legs. Yeah. And I think I don't. We have to look at the reverse.
That's gonna be
Because if I'm not mistaken, the toe dent was on the left leg. Is that correct?
I would ask $500 for that, but he's probably asking $1,000.
Yeah.
So Gilster is playing it strategy-wise. And Monty, yeah, thanks a lot. This is what I'm hoping that you guys would do is learn a lot from this thing. So, and Gilster's coming in with a strategy at $1. So Rick, what did you say?
If that left foot is the right foot,
I guess
it's got no dent in it. Then
but probably asking $1,000.
But is it? Does he say it's real? Like, is it glued on? Like, did he just break? Did he find one with no leg? You know what I mean? Like,
if I showed you guys the description, and you guys would get pretty much what it sold for, right? So that's what I didn't want to do. So this is a game where you have to see. So let me show you guys some more photos. Yeah.
Wow.
There are more photos, and we're getting. So let me show you guys the photos, and we'll go through the prices. So there's the back. You can see that this doesn't have the toe dent. Yeah. So there you go. And then I believe there might be one more picture.
It's a black blaster.
Yeah. So this is the last picture that we're seeing, and we're just seeing the bottom of the legs, just to show you guys that it's also the correct blaster. It's also
yeah.
I love the blaster.
And the legs are slightly bent in that picture. So
yeah, so you got the toe bend underneath, which is notorious for these guys. Some have it, some don't.
It looks factory.
it does, because now he's sort of his
From
leg.
the
He's,
shitty photos.
yeah.
So
Wow.
so let me show you guys the photos again. So here's the first one, and the torso does look. It's hard to tell in this light.
It's slightly discolored.
It's slightly discolored. Yeah, it is slightly discolored. So that's a consideration as well. I mean, everything else looks pretty, looks okay, right? It's like you wouldn't see this figure and say, if the legs were correct, you wouldn't see this figure and say, oh, this is a pristine condition, right? Because it's not.
Well, I know what one guy in Chicago would pay for this. Mr. Rodriguez, I know what he would pay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to some prices that we have right here. So Gilster's coming to us at $1. We have $8.99 from Bothan, $1,500 from Michael Reed. Monty Martinez is coming to us at $1,200. Turd Ferguson with $3,000. And honestly, like these are great. These are great guesses. What direction will he walk? He's gonna walk in a circle.
Yeah.
For the rest of his life. $12.99. And Andrew Bunner with the perpetual $500 guess, which is terrific. All right, so John's coming in at 1,000. 2,500. Oh, we got a high number from Chris and Rick. 1,001.
Look at that.
We have the double Price is Right strategy. All right, so I think
And a Lando. He's throwing in a Lando.
What's wrong with this? What's wrong with this?
What's his belt? What's with that belt?
I love
his crotch.
His crotch isn't painted.
Oh wow, that's weird.
I just noticed this like the other day, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's fucked up.
That's why I thought the belt was.
He's got chaps on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just unpainted to one part.
Yeah, that's a good question, Gilstra. I've never seen.
I'll give you $5,000.
I've never seen a blue snaggletooth that's been inside the Cantina set, like boxed with the cardboard. I've never seen a
Well,
one.
no, didn't they come in a baggie when they were in that Cantina?
They were in baggies. Yeah.
So the only thing that I've seen is I've seen somebody with the cardboard that had two figures inside the cardboard, and to tell it was X-rayed. That way you can tell it was a blue snaggletooth inside. But yeah, that's the only way I've seen it. But I've never seen it with the entire box set.
Gotcha.
I've never seen a box in good condition. I've seen several, maybe a dozen, but the boxes were like, they look 40 years old, and they're a little thinner cardboard than regular boxes, I think. But yeah, the boxes are hard to come by for that one.
They are. So let's get down to the moment of almost truth or untruth. We don't know what it is yet. So what was the asking price? We're all wondering what it is. I'm wondering too. So here it is, and it's a really stupid price, I think.
Whoa! Chris wins.
$9,450. Now,
I'll have two.
So truth be told, this thing has been on sale, and I've seen it since June.
Wow.
So, and there's 82 watchers, and probably all the watchers are on the stream.
Well, they're probably watching it to see if it's going to sell at those prices. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only reason why I'm watching it. I'm trying to watch the train wreck. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to do. So I was really surprised to see this, not just on auction. Like, I'm not surprised to see it. I'm just surprised to see it at this price on auction.
Yeah.
You can make an offer.
You can totally make an offer.
Well, I will tell you that, like, now this surprises me, this price, but the reason I put $1,000 is because I know there are collectors who specifically go after error figures. And error figures can be essentially one of a kind. And sometimes those error figures will
$8,000.
Will fetch a crazy price.
Right now.
Like Rick, like Rick, I would find a cape for that figure, and I would not scoff at that being unpainted. Because I got to tell you, I have a Dengar with no paint on the backpack that I've had since I was a kid. And I had talked to Mark Bellamo a number of times about this figure, just trying to decide if it's a true variant or what they call a paint error. Yeah. And he said he told me the only way to put it on the variant list is if I can find multiple copies and if I can find one that's on a card. Yeah. And you can prove that they were, they were out there in quantity. But if there's only a couple, then it's a paint error, and it could just be a one-off.
Yeah.
And eventually, 2 or 3 years ago, I found a second Dengar with no paint on the backpack. And I had 2 in my collection for a while. And I met this, I did a video on it, and someone on YouTube messaged me from Chicago, Mr. Rodriguez here, and he offered me $1,000 for one of the 2. Whoa. And during the COVID thing, I sold it to him. He PayPal'd me the $1,000, and I sold it to him. And he says he does this a lot. His focus is on error figures, and that's to him that was a very reasonable price for him. So
Mr. Rick Springfield.
Yeah.
Gilster.
He sold dollars.
That's a divorce waiting to happen. That's great.
Oh yeah, I was shocked, I tell you.
But it's only $422 a month for the next 2 years.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
Yeah, Chris, this is why I need you on my corner, Chris, because if you told me that, I'd say, oh yeah, you're right. I'm buying it.
Do
All
it.
right.
It's a car payment. It's a car payment.
It's a car payment. Come on. Come on, honey. It's a car payment. Let me buy it. All right.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're on to the next one. Ridiculous price, though. I think ridiculous price. I think it's ridiculous.
I'm not getting any of these right.
Because they're all over the place. I think, except for the first 2 maybe. All right. So round.
So a collection is
round 5, everybody. And if you're joining us right now, we're doing the vintage prices right. Guess what these prices that they sold at auction. So here we go. Round 5. This is it's very nice. This one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it is graded. So I'm going to show you the grade in a second. There was 5 pictures in the actual bidding. There was 5 pictures. I'm going to show you 3, and one of them is the grade. So here we go with 1. There's the grade. It graded 85.
85. Oh,
it's a really nice box, though. I'm not showing you the back of the box. There was one picture that showed the back of the box. They're equally nice. Everything about this is equally nice. The litho, I think it's in great color. The figure is great.
Man, that's pretty.
It is pretty. It is pretty. I mean, I really did not see any veins at all.
The humans are what I don't own from the 12-inch, other than Boba Fett and IG-88 there.
Do you have any 12-inch?
Yeah, I got Chewie, Vader, Stormtrooper, R2, 3PO.
And everybody at home, do not start typing in and looking for this stuff.
They're cheating.
Yeah, do not cheat. Like really see if you can guess. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but what you can do is really see if your skills at seeing evaluations are on point, right? And then you also have to guess, okay, it's an auction site. They're going to take some whatever. So you really have to say, like, are you on point? Do you know where the market is? And that's the point of this. You can cheat all day long. I don't care. But the point is to look at this and really see if your market valuations are correct in today's market. It's tricky because everything's either going up or fluctuating right now.
Yeah.
It's not going down. It's not going down. It's fluctuating. So where's the market right now? So
$3 an hour raise. Kind of nice.
1,000. We got a 1,000 from Turd. All right.
Oh, that box is really good shape.
Let's give the chat. Let's give the chat like 30 seconds to put their guesses in. We'll go through the chats. Guesses first.
I like box.
One more time.
And it's graded at an 85.
An 85. Okay.
It's graded at an 85. So
I like Bothan 007's name there, because they were Bothan spies. That's so cool.
So we got 1,200 from Michael. Monty Martini
Gilster's
is
Gilster's distracted by playing with his toys.
Gilster's
A
playing
lot
with
of us
his
play
toys
with our
right
toys
now.
while being on the internet.
Bothan's coming in at 789. All right, so
I'm playing my size too.
1455. All right, so let's go to the.
Oh, sorry.
So we got 450 from John. Rick is coming in. Rick is coming in at the 666.
450 for me now.
450 from Mark and 2500. And then Saito's coming in at 499.
£4.99.
I've never seen a nicer box.
Yeah, that's
it's
a really
beautiful
good
box. That's
See,
why I
but-
put so much.
Yeah, it's like the thing is that if I was to see everybody getting like the numbers about average right now, it's like nobody's giving us average numbers. I think that tells us where the market is right now. It's kind of fluctuating.
It is all over the place.
It's all over the place right now.
But I would run into that and go, is that the Hasbro reissue? Because in the 90s, they did those reissues in those boxes. And I've seen Luke's. I've seen the
boxes.
Not the exact
not
box.
boxes, no.
No, because I've seen the Luke on a table at a place and someone had like $40 on it. And I was like, holy shit, $40 for a Luke in the box. And then I pick it up and look on the back and it says like 1998 or whatever on it. And I'm like, oh, that's the reissue one.
Yeah, so
They
the
never
box
reissued with
Unless
a box.
it's a repro box.
So the box scored an 85. What does W stand for again?
Waste of
I
money.
don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Figure got an 85. So it scored 85, 85, 85 across the board on everything. So yeah,
Tokyo.
All right. So all the scores are in. Let's see what this thing actually cost. Bob Barker, actual retail cost. What is it? Oh, there's another. Oh, wait, we saw that photo. Never mind. I got excited for a little while. What is the price? Let's find out. Price for this guy was $3,999.
What?
Yes, and it actually sold for that amount, $3,999. So, do you guys call BS on this?
So
Yeah.
That's
There
pretty
is
high.
because
that kind of money who would buy that. So
because look at the seller.
they wouldn't do it through eBay though.
The seller has sold 1,233 items. He has 100% positive feedback. So this seller has sold quite a few things. It's not like we're looking at a guy who's selling 16 things and just like, hacking stuff,
Yeah.
So
he's a buy it now on eBay. So he paid about 30% or more in fees. Why would you do that on purpose? Like, why would you give
it's like
$800?
So to me, this says it might be a legit sale. I don't know. It's so hard to tell because of the things that are on his site. He has people buying from there. He does have Star Wars. Like he's a Star Wars seller.
I believe it's legit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like,
So that
it's a shame because there's people who probably would have paid that not on eBay
Yeah.
and saved him $1,000 in fees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't sell anything that's worth $100 or more on eBay. No way.
And it's not worth it. I think what a lot of these people do is they list them and they get 85 people watching it and email them, and then they take it down and they still have a conversation back and forth about people buying the stuff. Like,
yeah.
so it's a
Look at the
good
shipping as well.
marketing. It's good marketing as a seller because we got lots of eyes on it. Other than that, it's a lot of money in fees.
pay $4,000.
But fees
Matt,
are
and then
part
you're
of
still
the
gonna pay
business.
$80 shipping.
Fees are part of the business. Even when you go to the big auction houses like
Yeah.
this and whatnot, there's those fees are even more ridiculous because you got to pay the buyer's premium.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
Trilogy one, yeah.
that is
Yeah.
a flat box, but it's inside another box.
Yeah.
Well,
I paid $6.
You were right, John.
For this.
But the one I saw, they took it out of the plastic, so you didn't see that trilogy thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
And,
you're right. It is the same box style.
But don't they not have a or does that have a flap when you take it out? Because that's what I don't remember.
Yeah, it has a flap on the inner. You can see where
Okay.
Yeah.
it's just like those.
So once you take it out, because they had taken it out of that. Yeah.
They're good boxes. I had them all at one time and sold
That's
them off
cool.
years ago.
Yeah, Bothan
Open
says
it.
that rich people need Han Solos too. That's true. That is very, very true. We have to think about the rich people who sometimes can't get these easily. What happens to the rich people who can't find the figures that they need? They buy it at eBay for $4,000. That's what happens.
Iron Man.
So yeah, so that was a shock to me.
Damn Iron Man.
That was a shock to me. So you guys ready for one last shock?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Final round, guys.
Do it.
Final round. I haven't been keeping track of the scores, but everyone is like
No, neither have I.
So Chris,
Chris.
did you get this last one because you guessed what?
Yeah, I guess
3,000?
2,500.
2,500, yeah, which is
But-
yeah.
Didn't someone in chat have a high guess? Oh, I guess it was $15.99.
Turd
Okay.
Ferguson.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15.99 was from Monty, and Monty guessed 15.99 on the last one, so he was the closest one besides Chris. But yeah, it's like weird. So if everyone just yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
The thing is, if you get two people who's got a lot of money that really want something, it's going to go for a lot of money.
That's true too, because all of these things weren't just buy it now; they were auctioned. They were auctioned. So here we go, last one. So this is
Wow.
I really wanted to put this in number one because this one was the one. So I mean, whatever the price was, it boggled my mind.
Recard.
It is a recard, yeah.
Resale, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
is it really? No,
Yeah,
it's not.
Resale, innit? Yeah.
It's a yeah. So the card came off, but these are the only two pictures
That cape looks too dark to me.
Really?
From that picture, from the last picture it did. That looks okay, but the picture before it looked a bit dark.
Yeah, Andrew, like you're right. I'd be curious to see the bid history. And after this, I can give the link to all of these, and I'll show you. I'll show you guys how to see all of these. But
you can put them in the description once this is done. Once this is done,
I'll put it in the description. So the thing I wanted to show you guys here is because this are the only two pictures the buyers had to go off of. And if I was a buyer, I would be asking for 10,000 pictures of this out of the card.
Every angle.
It's too long.
Yeah. So because the thing I can't see in here is like, is it the waffle final? I don't know. Right? There's a lot.
If you've got a vinyl cape Jawa and you put it on card, you're not going to put it on a peg.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. So there's a lot of questions on this thing. A lot of questions I had in this thing. And even like
when I see stuff like that, I completely discount the packaging and say that's a loose figure. Because essentially, to me, that's open.
No, because I think most of that value there is just for the card.
It's not. It's, in my opinion, it's not. It's to me, that's a loose figure. It's open.
Yeah, it's like on this view, if you were to really zoom it in, you might be able to see like a waffle pattern, but you can't really. You're not sure, right? And it's kind of scary that this thing. You can't tell, but it sold. So Turd Ferguson's giving us a 275.
Wow. And I'd want to see the back of the card too, the other side.
Like it wasn't available.
Yeah.
This was not available.
The stem looks too wide as well.
I mean, so really what I would be bidding on is the figure itself, right? Forget the card.
Yeah, essentially, yes. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's like you really forget the card because I mean,
the cards are quite valuable. People will pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for that card.
Yeah. Yeah, the card would be worth something. So, here's Bothman coming in at $3,700.
See, I've seen
coming in at $2,000.
I've seen a loose one sell for $3,000. That's what I'm.
Yeah, Geek Strong is in the house. We are giving away a vinyl case. No, I'm just kidding.
Who?
Geek Strong in the house. We are all gonna. Okay, so Geek Strong. So what's happening right now is how much did this sell for? How much did this sell for? And this did sell. Monty's coming in at a even $2,000. So right now the highest bid that we have in chat is Bothan 007, and that's coming in at $3,700 approximately. $12 go for 100 to 300, depends on figure.
For just the card, yeah.
For just the card, wow, that's impressive. Yeah, that's impressive. Yeah, I mean, a great looking vinyl cape Java. There's that price, and then you put 1 to 300 on top of that, 400 maybe if it's a really great shape.
Yeah. Oh, he's saying like the card back with a bubble that's open like this but slightly attached. I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Saito is coming in $199. Oh yeah. Still hanging in the shop with the early bird. Yeah, the original price was like $199. Yeah.
It's a really poor way to display your Jawa loose in a bubble that's half attached. Like that.
Yeah.
Nothing about this makes sense. But I put numbers on a piece of paper though.
Yeah, this was the weirdest. That's why I saved this one for last. I could have gone anywhere. So we got 6. Okay, so here let's put the side by sides up.
Okay, hang on. I think I'm going to change mine then.
Hold on. How do I get this to be big? There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
333.
That's
how much is a fucking star case? $4. Buy a star case for that thing.
We have a big guess at
12,000.
12,000 is the guess, the biggest guess, and we have 2450. All right, so let's go down the list for. So Chris, is that so Chris says 3,500. Rick says even 3333. Looks like a calculator, Rick. And then
$75,
which is a really good guess. The lowest bid. Might as well be $1. And John, what did you have?
$6,000.
$6,000. So really, it's 1,200, then 600, and then we'll see who really wins this one. All right, I forgot what this one was costing. So, are you guys ready?
Oh, let's do it.
Are you guys ready to be jaw dropped or be like, yeah, I can see that? Let's see which one.
It's gonna be $28,000.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure no money exchanged hands.
So here we go. Oh, okay, we saw that picture. Ready? There's only 2 pictures. Ready? What is the price, everybody? What is the price? Here we go. $5,500.
Oh my God!
On 2 pictures.
$5,500. Who said 6,000?
That was me. Yeah.
6.
More money than spent.
And was that like a real bid? You were saying, okay, I probably won't get it, but I'm just gonna throw it out there, or like.
Well, the thing is I've seen a loose one locally sell for $3,000.
Yeah.
So I figured a carded one could be double, even if the card is open.
There's something wrong with you Florida collectors.
Here's the thing that really irks me out though. You had 2 pictures to go off of. You don't know what the figure looks like. You don't know underneath the arms what underneath the arms looks like.
It is
the cape looks a little bit too long because
it's so long. It is, yeah.
Yeah. So either this says to me it's Toy World Shop, which anybody can name their stuff toy shop, whatever, right? Anybody can do that.
Yeah.
288.
Yeah, it's only 200. He's not that big of a seller yet.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust him.
Yeah, so you don't know the back of the card. You don't know underneath the arms. You don't know if the weapon's real. You don't know the waffle of the. So this one to me screamed BS.
Yeah, totally.
Screamed BS. Right?
Only $14 shipping, so that's reasonable.
Yes,
totally. I mean, I think you can negotiate free shipping. If you're like, I'm not paying for shipping, you better.
If you're asking for $5,000, I'll ship it to you for free.
Yeah.
with insurance and like quadruple wrapping, a box inside a box inside of a box.
It's advertising for your Toy World shop.
Yeah, if he's got a local store. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's an
let's
early bird card. Yeah.
let's go
Even
through
if he
some
doesn't
of
have a
the-
local store, he just has an Instagram page or a Twitter account or a Facebook marketplace.
yeah, let's go through,
48,000 people
Yeah,
might
I-
have saw
I-
that eBay post.
We sell us like that. I always check their other items.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go through the chat. So people are getting priced at a sealed and going the next best thing for display.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can get 5 sealed ones for that.
Yeah. And then yeah, there
Unbelievable.
there is a little card
There's
behind
there's
it.
something else
There's
behind
something
it.
behind it. You know?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the card behind it. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
and
another vinyl cape Jawa.
yeah. It's another-
Oh, and
Oh,
you can't
okay.
really.
Here, so hang on a sec.
he's got
Uh,
them on the peg, so that's tells me it's not real.
I got to move this off
it's-
into another screen.
It's like, yeah, from that picture you can't tell anything back of it. But yeah, there is something in back of it. It's really weird.
So I pulled him up real quick since you told us what his thing is. Let's see, how can I share this?
Is it relisted?
No, that's not
Yeah.
what I want to do. Hang on a second.
He's got 5 of them.
No, what he's got is whoops. No, don't pull that in. I gotta
Okay.
fix this.
He got a blue snaggletooth with his leg gone.
He
So,
has,
so Turd Ferguson. So guys, if this was legit, if this was real, and let's just say that the figure is great, though it is everything
No.
that it says to be, is this worth 5,500 even?
No,
Yeah, and that's why
it's resealed.
well,
No, but I could
Now,
still see
1,000
people
at
paying.
most, if it's
I
real.
can see people paying for it. If
Yeah,
if
so
John
if-
says a loose one
Like,
recently
well,
sold
somebody's
for
paid
3,000
$5 then.
US. I sold a loose one in 2018 for 900 US.
wow.
But I bet you, John, if someone's going to pay 3,000 for someone loose, I bet you it happens. People
Yeah,
ask. People have been asking thousands of dollars for them for many years on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you want
Sometimes
to
they
pull
sell
up? So Chris
his
has something to
screen
show
got,
us. So
all-
Chris, do you want to pull
basically,
that in?
he's got 8 of the original figures on what looked like 12 back cards as his picture for his Toy World shop.
So Chris, can I pull that image in?
Yeah, go ahead and pull that in. I can't. I don't know how to make it bigger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
200, 100. What?
Yeah, so he's got. This is
What?
the stuff he's got now.
The Lando's okay.
Well, the Lando's cheap compared to what
Yeah.
I've seen recently. Yeah.
Yeah, Lando's not too bad. Card's not brilliant, but
No, I mean,
And it's
I
the
would.
only picture he's got of the Lando.
Yeah. It sucks that he just does. What is he? Why is he only doing like
Is that-
1 or 2 pictures? That's terrible.
is that
idea.
resealed as well, though? 'Cause
Ooh,
Not everybody, I guess, has $3,000 iPhones.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I mean,
I thought everybody did, but I guess not everybody does.
yeah, but when you know if you're selling to collectors, you know they're gonna at least want 10 pictures.
Click on the more items one.
This guy's pretty new to eBay.
Yeah.
all items, yeah.
Just kind of go down the list.
Got
Let's
a
see. what
shipping
else.
Look at that shipping box. Oh, lovely. I'd have that. 500.
That is true, Bathan.
Run face.
That's a good price for Prune Face and for the Weequay. Whoa, that's a really good price. Look, click on that one.
Wow, that's
Basically, everyone
Right
in this, everyone's going there, and we're cleaning his stuff out if it's
Wow.
legit.
I've been watching Wickets, and they keep going for 2.
Yeah, John, get that one.
Oh, it's open. Nope, it's
Yeah,
open.
Oh, that's still
Yeah,
it's not
that's
so
a-
bad. It's not
Yeah,
bad.
I mean, so I'm barely getting into MOCs right now, and
We've
you know,
only looked at 2 of them, and they're
Ooh,
both
the
open.
Clipper one.
So
200.
they're all
Clipper.
open. If you read, they're all open.
are
They're
they?
all reseals, except that one says mint on card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
that's-
That one isn't.
That's a
But
Clipper,
again,
though.
that's one
That's
picture.
nice.
There we go.
Bubble smashed.
No,
but
that's not. That's not the same.
That's a different one.
That's a different one.
yeah. It is. Okay.
Well, that's Clipper. Well, it's a Meccano card, but it's got a Clipper sticker on.
Yeah. Huh.
Jump on that prune face, yeah. Because I'm barely getting into MOCs, so
Ooh, Halbert.
this would be like my entry into MOCs, like getting.
Reseal. It's a shame on a Harbert card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
75.
Ooh,
Around here for 1,000.
is that? Oh, Top Toys. Wow, Top Toys.
Yeah, he's got several international toys there too.
Mm.
Here you
See,
go.
Top Toys
he's
went
a collector that
went to
he's got to pay some bills.
Orange Joe will scoop that for
There you go, Top Toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice figure.
Yeah.
A cut pop 41
Whoa,
back.
yeah.
Boba Fett.
Hey, what's up, Darth? Moves
El
out.
Regreso.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, there's a Boba Fett there that's without a putt.
See,
Can be
that
worth.
they didn't stop making those until 1988.
How many? Oh, it doesn't say how many people are watching. Unless
Because
you click on
nobody's
it, right?
watching.
Nobody's watching.
Nobody's watching it at the moment. That's a nice box for a speeder.
So how about we all go in on one and just experiment? That way we're not.
Wow.
And
This
if
is
it's
cool.
if it's real,
Wow.
Oh, he's got
cool.
Got
That's
a
cool.
box.
It's
I've never
a
even
box.
seen
a
one of those
box.
boxes.
Holy
Mine
crap.
came in the mail. It didn't come in a box.
Yeah. You'd never
But
see
I know
those
they
boxes.
were at retail.
Never see
Wow.
those boxes.
Wow.
There's the Empire
Yeah.
Strikes Back box.
Neither
Too.
have I.
Wow.
2G with the fat. Yep. What's wrong? Yep.
JC Penney stuff.
Wow.
There's a cool set.
Wow.
And this is all coming from the same seller, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is all the same dude.
Not original figures. See that? So they've been re-put in the box. So
Ah.
Oh, really? So they're okay. Not original
So-
figures.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's-
All right.
Well, I
this
think we
guy's
give
got
this
card
guy
proofs and
Ooh,
stuff,
an
so
18.
he knows what he's got.
Cool, 18. Ooh, that's a nice
Foreground.
lot there. At
Wow.
Pod City.
Wow.
Huh.
I mean, he has. If it's all legit, he has a lot of cool stuff.
Oh wow, cool. That's a cool Mr. T.
He should go down the street and get it autographed if he can.
See, there you go. The baggy mailer. Who's in there?
4
Fine.
figures. Is there 4 in
Early
there?
bird.
Yeah.
3PO, R2D2,
Full set.
Yoda, and Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good price.
Oh,
Is
cool.
that double telescoping Luke?
Oh, welcome back, Carter. That's cool.
So that was.
Well, there's a Canadian
Canada.
Lobot. Look at that Canadian Lobot.
Yeah, Kenny Canada.
That's
Shrink wrapped. Skin wrapped,
shrink
sorry.
wrapped.
Oh, yeah.
Skin wrapped.
Yeah, those were the
Wow.
shrink wrapped ones. Yeah.
I remember
Oh.
seeing bins and bins and bins full of these in the late
Oh, you
80s,
joke.
early
Wow.
90s.
Really?
Oh.
Everywhere.
Wow.
Because they
Yeah.
took them out of baggies and just put them on these generic cards.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And they blew them out everywhere.
Skin wrapped them.
And it's the only way to get the AT-AT commander with the words General Veers.
They call them Veers, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
does it just say Veers or something? Yeah.
I believe it just says Veers.
Yeah.
Go
That's
ball.
incredible.
Yeah, there's that GoBot, that big gun thing, right? It turns into a big gun.
Yeah.
So that was the game, gentlemen. That was the
Knight
game.
Rider.
Uh-oh.
Rough Rider.
The Knight Rider
I have that.
Is that
I
the
have
stomp? That's the Stomper. That's the Knight Rider Stomper.
Rough
Oh my
Riders.
gosh.
I remember that one.
That's
That's
pretty
a
cool.
really good price. Holy
Yeah.
crap.
I want the
Stompers.
18 one.
Oh, I want it.
Oh, it's the Rough Riders. It's not really a Stomper. I got you.
It's the same. I think they're called
It's the
Rough
same.
Riders in the
Yeah,
UK.
they're called Rough
in Europe.
Oh, okay,
This-
okay.
I mean, this guy has a bunch of good stuff.
I guess he's a toy store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
There's
still,
several good vintage toy stores in Chicago. I've never been to them, but
Wow.
I've seen lots of guys on YouTube go to them.
but I did want to bring up one last thing before we go here because
Yeah.
Are we going?
I was we've been
Scott
two,
here.
we've been 2
It's-
hours already.
Go, go, Scott, yeah,
oh,
I'm gonna
you didn't get
I'm
the
gonna
memo,
pick
John?
up
This is the 24-hour stream that we're doing
Oh,
today.
I got my
Well,
I'm
pickups
just
yet.
kidding.
I've got all my
I'm just
pickups
kidding.
yet.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up real quick, so we each get.
Well, I
just
saw
wrap it up.
Anybody want to buy Yak Face?
I do.
£5,000.
Yeah, claim.
I saw
It's
on one of Joey's videos that he was questioning.
Oh, that the new
So
one.
Yep.
Wow.
So that comes with pieces you can
Oh,
put on your
Chris.
DeLorean to make it
Chris.
the DeLorean.
What are you
it
doing
comes
to me?
with, extra wheels for
Yeah,
1955.
white walls.
Oh, what?
White walls.
Rad.
That's
and
awesome.
and
I
then
love
the
that they did that.
little front piece to
That's
click
rad. I love it.
That's great. It's great marketing.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great Scott.
Comes with a Copernicus
Oh,
and a gravestone.
I've got
55
Einstein.
Marty, 55 Doc, 85 Doc and Marty, and a Clara. Is it
That's rad.
Clara. And Biff.
Biff. Yeah, that's awesome.
No. Oh.
Had to get it.
All right, John, what were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say I saw in one of your videos that you were questioning the Ugnaught
I
and
was questioning the Ugnaught.
the blue smock versus purple smock, and I wanted to say that I have both in my collection,
See, yeah.
We all do.
and they are different fabrics. So it's not just that the blue one is faded to purple, because they are absolutely totally different fabric. And
See, here's the thing.
I can guarantee you they only made a blue apron.
And
It
I
looks
have
like a dark purple, but the lighter looking purple one is faded.
So for everyone who knows in watching my channel, what John is holding is my mini grail. And here's why. Because look, even there, what you guys are seeing is if your eyes are playing tricks on you, you're going to say, oh, you're just holding up two purple ones. One's a purple and one's a violet, or one's like a whatever purple. So that's why, guys, I don't think the blue ones actually exist. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I've never found one before. It's hard to find. We might find one, but if we do, this is my mini grill right here, a purple. And I can't tell you with a straight face that looks like a blue. It looks like a purple and a lesser purple.
I have to be quite frank. It's light. This is lighter.
Yeah.
What I can't. My hands are crazy here. This is lighter in person than it appears on the camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Because.
But I will tell you, these are two different fabrics, and it took me forever to find this one. Like I have two of them like this, and it took me forever to find this one. But I've still had this for like 20 odd years in my collection. So I've had both, and the other ones I've had for 30 or whatever years, 30 plus years. So I got this like back before it would have faded. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
Like, and I know where my collection's been, and I haven't seen it fade over time in the how many years I've owned it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they both came off a card in this shape. You know what I mean? So there are two different smocks, whether you're going to say this is blue or purple, whatever, but there's two different smocks for sure.
So
and
what's on the card?
They're two absolutely different fabrics as well. And they got the same kind of ties in the back, the crazy strings, know. So
it's been so hard for me to find. It's so hard for me to find a blue one.
Yeah, now I'm questioning, like, is one a Lily Letty? Because Lily Letty commonly had different fabrics with different colors, and I just never realized that.
Everybody just says different things. The websites say different things. Collectors say different things. So it's.
But
really
I swear
hard.
they're in the Kellerman book, and they're in the Mark Bellamo book. I'd have to go get them, but I swear they show both variations in those books.
Yeah, in the I think it was Jedi Archives. I forgot, but they list two carded ones. One's a purple, one's a blue, and they have them both in there.
I have to zoom in. I can't read the.
We will only know
White Whale, Bigfoot, Nessie. Yes.
Comes out.
And it's just like Sasquatch says, which is my journey for this thing. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody will. You know what I mean? The words of Sasquatch. But gentlemen, I have to close out the stream. But before I did, I wanted everyone to if you guys
both of them.
Go ahead.
Both of them have the same COO. It says 1980 LFL Hong Kong. So they both have the same COO on mine.
So
I don't know. I'm open to suggestions.
Well, in this guide, you've got the blue one as a normal.
And
then in the variants, You got the purple one.
You got the purple one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just buy them
So
all.
I don't know.
Well,
know.
there's
Ugnaught army.
Yeah.
there's been rumors of a green smock.
Don't tell me
But-
that.
So
Do
is
not
that
tell
is
me
that the
that.
Lily Letty? Is that the Lily Letty one?
I'd be
I
red
will-
if it was Lily Lady.
I will go insane if there's another green one out there. But
Well, it's like the yellow-eyed IG-88s that people are getting, and like Woody found one, and then I found one, and it's like, is that faded orange paint that faded to yellow? It's perfect yellow,
yeah.
or did they really paint some of them yellow? You know, it's just so weird. And why didn't anyone notice that until like the last couple years? You know what I mean? Like, so it's such a strange.
Brinke, the red bar R5D4.
Yeah, that too.
It
you
didn't
know?
exist in the 90s. Or
Supposedly,
before
yeah.
the 90s. But all of a
Some-
sudden, like 1998, everyone's like, "Oh, look at this new variant."
Yeah.
So that to me is weird because I've had several, and I've sold them all and made stupid money on them. But I really don't think they're legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's my opinion. Because why didn't they exist when I first started collecting in the 90s?
Yeah,
It
we
didn't
never
exist.
we
right?
never heard about
There
that.
was
back then.
two
You're right.
hands,
Yeah.
there was two Lukes, there was all these
Yeah.
variants, but there was never a variant R5D4 in the 90s until
They were in quality control.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Honestly,
so
until I started watching Padawan's thing, I didn't know there was a smiling and a non-smiling Lando.
Oh yeah.
yeah, the
One
one I
just
had
has
when,
a
when I had
heat
when I was a kid.
You not
was
watch
a
my
smiley.
videos.
Not that
it's
far
the same
back. I don't
mold,
think.
just one has white teeth painted.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So as we wrap up here, guys, well, first off, thank you to everyone who tuned in. I had a really good time, like going through everything and listening to the reactions and everything like that. But everyone, please like and subscribe to Blue Harvest, to LeftCoast, to 1000th Ghost. Super awesome geek show. Please go check out their channels too. And please, and for this one, if you guys like this, like and subscribe. If you guys want to go back and see the journey starting at episode 1, please do. Very binge worthy. So, please check that out. But guys, anything else you wanted to say before we take off?
I want to say thanks to Rick. Yeah, Rick, this is awesome having you on, man. And I totally love your stuff, man. And I really appreciate what you're doing. And I think you're one of the coolest guys, man. So thank you so much for coming on.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for coming on, man. Like, awesome guest. Everyone go check out LeftCoast Graphics on the web. You'll see his stuff on Instagram. He has an Instagram which is super strong, so go there. LeftCoast Graphics. I should have worn my shirt, but I wore it last night to shoot a show. So
collect them all.
Yeah,
collect them all. Yeah. So thanks,
and I'm
everyone.
gonna be the first one to buy that Yoda pin.
Yeah, they're rotated between us. If you want to watch the Pegwarmers, each week we all take turns. So
This
check
week
all
was
his channels.
This week was mine. We didn't have any audio to go with the prices right, but it's my first time streaming. This is actually my first live stream I've ever done. So there you
Nice
go.
work.
Not your last.
Yeah.
You'll get the bug.
Great.
Yeah.
But thanks a lot, guys. Everyone have a great Saturday.
You did really well. Well, Matt.
So thanks a lot, guys.
Better than that, Dino, anyway.
Yeah, and everybody give us a
there you go, Dino.
That's for you, Dino. All right. Thanks, everybody. And we'll see you guys next week on the Pegwarmers podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Night.
May the force be with you.